Okay, so how should it be? Is it more bigger or what?
Both alphabets. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, not without more, right?
Okay, yes. So Germany.
Maksudnya lagging ya? Yes, right?
Ah, I can hear your voice. Can you hear me?
Ya, ya. Tadi sempat lagging.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so Germany is bigger than the UK.
Oh, without the ya.
Hmm? Which one?
Germany is the bigger,
Ah, no.
not no ya.
Mhm. You only
Why?
need to use the if it's the most or the largest, remember?
Oke.
Mhm. If it's comparative like this, if it's more than something, you don't need to have the.
Oh, oh ya, ya, ya.
Mhm.
Oh ya, oke.
Okay.
Berarti kalau misalnya pakai s, pakai the with the biggest, right?
Yeah, correct. The biggest, the largest, the smallest, the
Oke.
most. Mhm. Correct. And then this one, just a mispronunciation. How do you read
Yes.
this city? This.
Edinburgh.
Okay, so this is a Edinburgh. Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Oh, oke. I didn't. Edinburgh.
Yeah,
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Correct.
Oke.
Edinburgh. And then in English, it's not I'm if I'm not wrong, but it's if I'm not, if I'm not mistaken. Jadi kalau mau bilang kalau aku nggak salah, bukan if I'm not wrong, tapi if I'm not mistaken.
Kenapa itu? Karena wrong itu kata kerja kan?
Enggak, emang ekspresi atau frasanya seperti itu. Jadi bukan if I'm not wrong, but if I'm not mistaken. Jadi kalau aku nggak salah itu mistaken.
Kalau yang itu cimiu itu correct me if I'm wrong. Berarti itu oke.
This one,
Yes, cimiu.
me, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, this is just a slang word. Jadi emang gimana ya? Dulu itu ada slangnya cemiu. Apa gimana bilangnya? Tapi sebenarnya kalau kamu bilang yang full sentence-nya itu if I'm not mistaken. Jadi ini cuma kayak fun gitu loh.
Oh,
Mhm. Tapi kalau kamu bilang fullnya bukan if I'm not wrong, tapi if I'm not mistaken.
oke.
Mhm.
So it just for slang.
Yeah, this one it's just very known like this. Jadi dulu famousnya emang kayak gini, tapi sebenarnya kalau orang ngomong full sentence-nya if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Mhm.
oke.
Okay?
Oke, oke, oke.
Okay. And then that's gonna be all. Is there anything that you want to ask me?
Hmm, tadi itu sebenarnya aku minta soal tuh mau aku lupa ada beberapa hal yang
Mhm.
aku sempat bingung tapi lupa apa itu. Maybe ya
Okay. So I've been trying to look.
kalau misalnya
Mhm.
dua lebih dari dua yang dibandingin itu pakai more pakai the biggest ya,
Yes.
S and the most,
Okay.
right?
Mhm. Kalau cuma dua, dia pakai more than.
Terus, heeh.
Kalau lebih dari dua, jadi contohnya satu dari banyak hal, pakai the most. Kalau
Oke.
cuma dua,
Kalau yang verbnya
mhm.
hmm, pakai kalau misalnya to be-nya are and is itu ada efeknya nggak sih? Impact.
Contohnya gimana? Maksudnya gimana?
Ah, gimana ya? Kalau pakai to be are
Mhm.
ada maksudnya kayak harus pakai ini. Kalau to be-nya is harus pakai ini.
Oke. Untuk pakai comparison-nya, is that what you mean?
Ya, 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 ya.
Nggak ada. Jadi contohnya kalau pakai are kan dia subjeknya harus apa? Singular atau plural?
Plural, plural.
Correct. Plural. So for example, if you say they are, I don't know, they are bigger than the kids. There is nothing different. Jadi
Hmm,
nggak membuat perbedaan.
Oke, oke, oke.
Tergantung subjeknya aja kalau pakai are atau is, tergantung subjeknya plural atau singular.
Oke, oke,
Okay.
oke.
Anything else that you want to ask me?
No.
No? Okay. I was trying to search for the quiz, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the one that I gave you, is it? Is this one?
Coba scroll ke bawah
Okay.
lagi,
Okay. Is it not
lagi.
familiar?
Not familiar. Not familiar.
Oh, okay. So must
Maria.
not be this one. I lost the history and I just like I was confused which one was that.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's okay to review.
Okay. We'll try
Oh,
to do this one. There's just
yes.
15 questions and we'll try to discuss it. It will be more or less the same because I made it not very much different.
Okay.
And then after this, we are going to talk about something else. So I
Yeah.
hope after we finish this comparison, you have already understood and know the differences and which one you need to use more and then which one you need to use the most, which one you need to use as same as.
Okay.
Okay. Taking a bit of time. Mm, Okay, try to join. Do you need the link?
Yes,
Okay, I'll send you.
please. Yes, please.
Okay, I'll send you the link through chat box.
Ya, chatbot. Boleh.
Yeah, I'll send that. Can you check whether you can access this link?
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, I already joined.
Okay. So we will try to do the quiz, okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
Birds. Oh iya.
Right? Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
Easy.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, now I can um bisa membedakan
Hmm.
can what?
Cannot
Can
or can?
yeah.
Cannot or can?
Hah?
Cannot or can?
Can.
Okay. Just one incorrect here. What should be the answer?
Ya, long.
Long? This one?
Ya. Hmm.
Yes, correct. Why is it long?
I don't know. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay. Don't say sorry. Okay, so this is long because it's just a normal sentence. It doesn't compare, right?
Oh iya.
It doesn't
Oh
compare
iya. Iya
things.
iya.
There are three things, so it's just a normal sentence.
Oke.
Okay.
Oke.
Is there anything that you want to ask me from here, this quiz?
Eh, kalau untuk comparison sendiri itu sebenarnya bisa pakai ini ya kayak really gitu kan. Misalnya kayak the the exam is really really difficult than previous atau gimana?
Ah, oke. Jadi sebenarnya kalau kayak gitu kan statement, bukan compare. Kan kalau compare harus ada dua hal atau tiga hal yang kamu compare. Sama halnya dengan same as. Jadi kalau kamu cuma mau bilang the exam was very difficult, itu kamu cuma statement. Kalau examnya sulit. Beda lagi kalau kamu bilang the exam is really difficult than yesterday. You can use that. You can use it's really difficult to refer the comparison between today and yesterday.
Hmm, oke.
Jadi harus ada, tetap harus ada.
Hmm,
Okay?
oke.
Right. Is there anything that you want to ask me more?
No, no yet.
Okay. So far, so good.
Yeah, so far so good.
Okay, great. So that's all for comparison. Tika, can
Hmm?
can you compare your yesterday with today's activity?
Yesterday.
Hmm? How is it?
Hmm, ya. in my yeah, I think I will tell about my company, my work in my company, right?
Mhm.
Because we just moved in another floor.
Mhm.
So previously
Mhm.
we I think I'm in my room in the first floor,
Mhm.
and now we move to third floor.
Okay.
And because it just move, yeah, just move I think 1 weeks ago. The temperature in the room is not as cold as in the first floor.
Oh, okay.
Maybe because the AC, the its AC not really work.
Okay. It didn't work, the AC?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so I feel hot in the my room.
Mm, okay. And what about today?
Today, mm, I think today
Mm,
is the the not productive, the not more productive day than previously.
okay. Try to reword your sentence. Coba kalimatnya gimana?
Uh, Today
Huh?
is not more productive
Mhm.
day than uh previously day.
Okay. You can use not as productive as yesterday. Nggak seproduktif kemarin.
Ya,
What was that? How do you
sorry, gimana tadi?
you can say today is not as productive as
Yes.
yesterday.
As today is not as productive as yesterday.
Mm, correct.
Okay, okay.
Choose that. Anything you want to add?
Oh, you wait. Okay, you. What else? Yeah, I think just it. I don't know. Uh, what I want to say again.
Okay. Okay then. Well, do you think the temperature today is a little bit better than yesterday?
Uh, I think both of yesterday and today, the temperature is same
Mm,
as cold as yesterday and as hot as yesterday. But
okay.
let's say,
Which one? Is it cold or is it hot?
uh, cold.
Cold. So
Yeah,
it's cold as yesterday?
yeah.
Okay. Great. But yesterday was hotter than today because the AC didn't work in your office. Correct?
Sorry.
But yesterday
Yeah,
was hotter than
yeah,
today.
yeah,
AC didn't work in your office.
yeah. Because yeah, we just move and yeah, not the tidak sedingin di bawah.
Mhm. What is tidak sedingin di bawah?
It's not as colder as in the fourth floor.
It's not as colder or it's not as cold as. Which one?
It's not as cold as,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not as cold as the first floor.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Right then. No question for comparison
No, not yet.
yet? Okay. There will be another quiz in the future about comparison.
Mhm.
Okay. And I hope that you can nail the quiz.
Oke.
Okay. Oops. Oh, okay. Sorry. Why am I going to someone else's class? So after that, we will learn about idioms first before we will learn about something else. Have you been using idioms so far, Dika?
Idiom like puisi ya.
Not
Ah,
like puisi.
pengandaian.
Not really pengandaian. It's just called idiom.
Uh,
Contohnya, feeling blue.
Feeling
Have
blue. Ya, maybe for the song kali ya, idiom. So many idiom in the lyric of the songs.
Hmm, okay.
Ya.
But what about daily conversation or whenever you're talking in English? Try to use idioms.
Oh, maybe like hyperbola, right? Um, uh, to ganti apa ya?
Change.
Yeah, to change another word, but it is in the same meaning.
Hmm. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can consider it as like some sort of hyperbole, but it's different stuff. But
Mm,
yeah, your definition is correct. So it's to
okay.
change one meaning to another using another phrase.
Okay.
Correct. Dan dalam bahasa Inggris, idioms itu sering dipakai meskipun dalam percakapan sehari-hari. Jadi mungkin Dika pernah dengar kayak feeling blue waktu orang chat atau waktu orang ngobrol kayak gitu, pernah dengar nggak?
Enggak, belum sih, not yet.
Okay. So then we will learn.
Oke.
Dia ada beberapa, nggak perlu dihafal semuanya, cuma biar Dika tahu aja. Mungkin waktu nanti dengerin native speakers, or whenever you need to speak about something, it's good that you can use idioms because it can spice up your speaking. Jadi
Oke.
jika ngobrol bisa coba pakai idiom supaya lebih fluent speakingnya dan lebih apa ya, advanced.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. The first one is got cold feet.
Get cold feet like nervous ya.
Correct. Yes. Like nervous. Have you ever felt or have you ever had an experience to get a cold feet?
Yeah, of course. When I uh presentation about my thesis,
Mm-hmm.
it's really I get cold feet.
Okay.
Cold, yeah, cold feet. Yeah,
Cold.
about it.
Mhm. Okay. This is one of the common idioms that people use, Tika. Got cold feet. So you can use this instead of saying that you are nervous. You can say, I'm getting cold feet.
Okay. But idiom is not formal, right? Maksud ya buat like conversation formal
Ya,
is
idioms
yeah.
itu bisa dipakai formal dan informal
Oh yeah.
karena ada idioms yang memang dia artinya formal dan ada yang artinya informal.
Yeah, I see, I see. Okay.
Jadi ini got cold feet ini bisa dipakai both formal and informal. You
Yeah.
can say to your boss whenever you're like facing a project and that you feel nervous, you can say, I got a cold feet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Another one will be this one, feeling under the weather. Jadi ini idiom yang sama commonnya dengan got cold feet. Jadi banyak orang yang pakai ini. Feeling under the weather.
Okay.
Artinya ngerasa sakit. Kalau ngerasa galau, pernah dengar idiomsnya nggak, Dika?
Idiom no, not yet.
Ya. So when you feel galau, it's feeling blue.
Oh, Blue.
Yeah.
I just remember the song Blue.
Blue?
Song or singer ya, lupa.
Which
Blue,
song?
Blue, Blue, Blue.
Which song?
Maybe singer ya, Blue.
I don't know.
Na 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 na. Mm, 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 mm. Starlight Session. So, na 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 na. Mm.
I don't
Nah. Yeah, like that. It's Blue. Yeah,
know.
maybe the singer or the group bands, the
Oh.
name is Blue Ganga. Kalau nggak salah.
Ah, okay. Is it an American band or where?
Yeah,
And
in other Indonesia, but I forgot where they come from.
I'm sorry. What is it? Come again? Is it Indonesian or?
No, not Indonesia, but I forgot that where are they come from?
Oh, okay. Surely it's an English group, like
Yeah,
group. Okay,
yeah.
can search for that later.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, feeling blue is when you feel low, when you don't feel energetic, when you feel sad. You can use feeling blue. Galau,
Mhm.
merasa.
But why blue ya? Maksudnya blue lebih ke langit or what?
Hmm.
Maybe kalau red mungkin bisa kayak oh marah, feeling red. Tapi kalau blue,
Okay.
how do we imagine blue is galau?
Okay. So this actually derived from whenever you don't feel good, you will look pale. Jadi kapanpun kayak kamu ngerasa galau atau kamu nggak semangat, itu tuh representasinya itu kayak orangnya itu jadi kayak pucet gitu loh.
Oh, oh, I see. Okay. Ya,
Hmm,
ya, ya.
Pakainya blue.
Ya, ya, I get it. Okay.
Well, certainly not red. If it's red, then you're like very full of energy.
All right.
Yes. Okay. And that's feeling blue. And then the next one will be against the clock. This might be an important phrase for you to learn. Against the clock.
Against like lembur ya. Against. Against
Correct.
itu melawan, melawan ya kalau nggak salah.
Melawan jam, melawan
Ya.
waktu.
Oke.
Can you give me one sentence using against the clock?
Yeah, in several conditions, especially in the project, I always have I always have against the clock to finish my jobs. It
Hmm.
is correct.
One more time. You have always against the clock. Or,
Yeah. I always have against apa teh? Against the clock.
against the clock.
Yeah.
Oke. Have di sini nggak bisa dipakai. Have itu artinya punya. Punya against the clock. Nah, it doesn't really make sense. So you can use the word work. I always work against the clock. Aku selalu kerja lembur. Kayak against the clock. Do you know the meaning
Kenapa?
of against?
Sorry?
Do you know the meaning of against?
Apa tadi? Melawan.
Melawan, melawan waktu. Nah, nggak bisa pakai kata have karena have kan artinya punya. So I have a brother, I have a sister, I have a project. Punya sesuatu. Nah, kalau di
Oh,
sini bisa pakai kata work atau I do project against the clock.
Okay, wait. Uh, Against is just not correct with have
Yeah,
or another.
you cannot have. Nggak bisa pakai have.
Okay.
Kenapa? Why?
Yeah, because have is mean like punya,
Hmm?
and I think it's not cocok if you punya against the clock, right?
Yes, correct. That's why you cannot have or against the clock.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe we will learn one more or well, two more idioms. The rest, please read by yourself.
Wait. I will pick
Okay, pick.
that I didn't understand about the exactly meaning.
Okay, sure. You can read it first.
Okay. Wait. Maybe face the music. I have to face the music and tell Julia that I broke her new face. I have to face the music.
Mhm. Okay, so I have to face the music you have here to confront the consequences of your actions. Artinya, kalau kamu melakukan sesuatu nih, terus kamu tuh mau, oke. Kata gampangnya kamu pengen ngaku. You can use face the music. Jadi kalau kamu ngelakuin sesuatu kesalahan, terus kamu pengen ngasih tahu bos kamu atau orang tua kamu, nah itu face the music.
Tapi sebenarnya kalau idiom ini kita perlu nggak sih kayak kenapa sih harus face the music to apa namanya itu gak untuk menyamakan bahwa itu tuh mau mengakui gitu.
Gimana Dika? Sekali lagi.
Kita perlu nggak sih kalau kita perlu mikir gini nggak? Kenapa sih harus face the music gitu? Maksudnya kayak setiap idiom kenapa sih harus kayak gini gitu? Karena dalam bahasa Indonesia itu sebenarnya kayak banyak ya idiom di dalam bahasa Indonesia dan kita tanpa harus menghafal kayak udah paham gitu. Oh maksudnya kayak gini gitu.
Hmm,
Jadi kayak gimana kita bisa paham tanpa harus menghafal. Oh the meaning of ini tuh kayak gini gitu.
hmm,
Like
Oke. Jadi kalau bahasa Indonesia kan kita langsung tahu gitu kan artinya, karena emang
yes.
itu sangat berkaitan erat dengan budaya, dengan keseharian kita yang kita tahu isunya, yang kita tahu oh penggunaan katanya itu seperti ini gitu. Sedangkan bahasa Inggris kan kita nggak tahu ya, maksudnya budaya mereka kenapa kok kenapa kok blue gitu. Padahal kalau blue karena emang mereka kan kulitnya putih, jadi kalau apa ya kalau mereka sakit atau apa kan jadi pucat biru gitu kan. Kita kan malah jadi merah. Ya,
Iya.
kayak gitu.
Oke
Jadi
oke.
emang I cannot really tell exactly how to learn this kind of idioms and the reasons why unless you do some research. Kalau kamu melakukan kayak research gitu, kenapa kok pakai kata ini? Nah, itu mungkin kamu bisa mendapatkan jawaban atau alasan kenapa pakai kata ini. Tapi so far, kalau cara aku ngafalin idiom ya udah aku ngafalin gitu aja sih. Atau kayak dengerin orang native speakers ngomong, oh ternyata pakai idioms dalam konteks ini gitu. Jadi aku nggak terlalu apa ya maksudnya, oh kenapa kok pakai kata ini? Ya emang we share different cultures, we share different customs gitu.
Oke oke I got it. Ya 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 ya. Oke, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Any other questions that you want to ask?
Wait, YouTube. You two really let your hand down. Let your head have done to like apa ya, bergembira, menari.
Ah, this one.
Iya, to
To
let yourself
to let yourself go or relax. Let
what.
your hair down itu maksudnya kayak melepaskan semua kepenatan.
Oh, oh ya ya ya. Oke.
Jadi after I work long hours during the day, I let my hair down to watch some movies. Something like gitu.
Oke oke oke. Over the top correction. Wait wait. Oke. Let the cat out of the bag. Kayak jangan menceritakan ke seseorang ya. Kalau oh ya ya ya.
Mhm.
Oke oke.
Ya, jadi jangan gosip, jangan disebar-sebarin gitu maksudnya. Don't let the cat out of the bag.
Oke
Okay.
oke.
Any question? Other questions?
Maybe no. Not yet.
Okay. If not yet, this will be
Apa?
your homework, Tika.
Hmm?
Okay, so please choose three idioms and then speak about things. I don't know, it can be your work, it can be about work, education, or daily routines, or even your hobbies, anything. But you need to use three idioms from this list. So choose three idioms.
Oke.
And you can talk about everything. You can talk about your friends, you can talk about your work, anything.
Oke.
Okay?
eh Apa ya? Ada saran nggak sih Kak kalau misalnya when I record and I speak tuh kayak lupa, bingung untuk struktur kalimat yang mau diucapin gitu. Tapi kalau untuk menulis atau membaca itu kayak gampang gitu buat oh harusnya kayak gini gitu. Oh ini harusnya benar, harusnya ini salah gitu. Tapi when I try to speak like ya forget aja gitu kayak strukturnya kayak gimana itu. Itu gimana?
Okay, so first, to not make you confused, you need to write down the points that you want to talk. Jadi langkah pertama yang kamu bisa lakuin buat kamu terbiasa itu write down dulu points yang kamu mau obrolin itu apa.
Mhm.
And then after that, you can try to talk and review. So, for example, we're talking about comparison. Jadi kamu
Ya.
pilih ini satu topik tentang apa, terus apa yang kamu mau obrolin education tentang apa gitu. Nah, kamu harus ingat seenggaknya cuma tiga ini doang. Same as, more than, sama the most. Jadi kamu harus bisa lebih spesifik struktur apa yang pengen kamu pakai. Baru nanti kalau udah terbiasa, kamu bisa building, kamu bisa connect other types of structures, other types of grammars within the same speech.
Oke. Oke.
But for now, try to be specific. So choose only one grammar or one structure that you want to use throughout. Jadi selama kamu ngobrol, kamu mau pakai apa? Satu struktur atau dua struktur dulu. Baru nanti kalau udah terbiasa, kamu bisa tambah-tambah lagi gitu.
Hmm.
Jangan pusing mikirin banyak struktur dulu.
Oke, oke. Oke, alright. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sama bentar, yang underwater tadi apa? Kayak pusing.
Not water. Under the water is only for Indian that they said, I am under the water. Have you? Have you seen that meme?
Ya, oh,
It's weather.
weather. Pusing kan?
Ya. Jadi kalau kamu ngerasa sakit, pusing, kayak gitu bisa pakai under the weather.
Oke, 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 oke. Oke,
Oke.
oke,
Nanti kalau ada pertanyaan juga bisa chat aja kalau mau tanya. Oke.
oke.
So three idioms, okay, Dika?
Hmm,
Then speak for something that you like to speak about. And that will be the homework. Okay. Maybe next time we can also have something more complex. We can talk about culture or education in other countries so that you can be more exposed.
oke.
Okay. Now, no question, Dika? So far, so
No,
good?
no, no. So far, so good.
Okay, okay. Then next, we will learn about collocation. What is collocation?
Makes the bit. I just hear that word collo collocation. Collocation.
Yes.
He makes the bed every morning. He makes the bed. It sound like idiom.
No, it's different.
Different, yeah. I don't know. I
Okay,
have no idea. I
okay.
cannot conclusion from.
Okay. I'm sorry, come again, Dika. Can you still hear me? Shall we continue then?
Yeah.
Is the, inter is the internet back now?
No, 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 no.
Is the internet
No.
back? It's not back?
Yeah. Yeah. It's back, 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 back.
Okay. Okay, so I'll give you one time, Dika. No, I'm sorry. I'll give you 1 minute
Hmm.
to read about collocation. So please
Okay.
Google what collocation is and try to use English if you can, but if not, then you can try to browse that in Indonesian
Okay.
about collocation in English. And then please tell
Okay.
me what do you understand about collocation from the reading that you've done.
Okay.
1 minute, is that enough? 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay. Two minutes lah.
Okay.
Ayo atuh. Ya. Udah kamu. Okay, maybe I get
Okay.
a little understand about collocation.
Okay. What is it?
Yeah, collocation is like a combination of several words.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, like that's it makes the more natural.
Hmm. More natural?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But in my minds, why uh I think all of the words in English is collocation or what?
Okay. What do you mean in your mind? Any word is collocation.
Uh, or what ya? Ntar bingung sih.
Okay. Okay.
Bingung jelasin.
Okay, that's okay. Jadi collocations nggak oke, Dika nggak perlu tahu sebenarnya artinya apa, tapi collocations itu kata yang mereka always go together dalam bahasa Inggris. Nggak bisa
Always
ditranslate
always apa?
go together, selalu bareng.
Bersama. Hmm,
Jadi contohnya he makes the bed. Ini
oke, baik.
kata yang natural dalam bahasa Inggris. See? You can see the picture here. It's not that he makes a bed. Jadi kalau bahasa Indonesia kan artinya membuat ya mix. Jadi
Hmm,
bukan artinya
hmm.
dia membuat tempat tidur, tapi dia merapikan tempat tidur gitu.
Oke. Berarti kalau misalnya merapikan kan ada kata lain ini merapikan. Kalau misalnya pakai gunain itu tuh sebenarnya bisa cuman lebih natural yang makes the bed
Mhm.
gitu.
Ya, benar. Tapi merapikan pun kalau dalam bahasa Inggris kan dari kata kita rapi kan bisa pakai diligence. Jadi nggak bisa ditranslate ke bahasa Inggris. Jadi he diligent the bed. Atau mungkin yang paling cocok itu bisa pakai membersihkan tempat tidur. He cleans the bed. Itu bisa. Tapi kalau cuma
Oke.
merapikan itu makes the bed.
Oke. Terus bedanya sama idioms kayaknya
Ah,
sama aja nggak sih?
beda. Kalau idioms kan dia kan nah kayak gini. Kata-kata yang apa ya? Frasa, idioms itu biasanya frasa, tapi dia artinya sangat berbeda dengan arti yang umum dan dia konteksnya itu punya konteks sendiri. Sedangkan kalau apa ya? Kalau collocations itu hampir setiap konteks itu ada collocations. Karena memang secara naturally kata dan kata kerjanya, kata benda dan kata kerjanya itu yang sering dipakai seperti itu, gitu. Bukan idioms.
Wait, wait.
Oke. Idiom itu punya konteks yang spesifik, sedangkan
Hmm.
kalau collocation itu konteksnya umum. Kenapa pakai collocation? Bukan kita pakai collocation, emang cara pakainya itu seperti itu gitu.
Oke. Oke. Wait.
Mhm. The native speakers, they talk or they speak like that.
eh Formal juga pakai collocation.
Mhm. Correct.
Ya.
Formal and informal both.
Berarti kalau misalnya speaking IELTS gitu bakal dapat lebih ini kalau pakai ya collocation gini ya. Tahu tergantung ya.
Pakai collocations karena emang collocations kan cara natural berbahasa, cara natural kamu speaking. Karena emang pakainya kayak gitu, bukan bukan pakai bahasa Indonesia gitu loh. Kadang-kadang kan banyak orang yang ngomong bahasa Inggris tapi masih translate dalam bahasa Indonesia gitu kan. Makanya itu yang kurang cocok. Sedangkan dalam bahasa Inggris sebenarnya cara ngomongnya kayak gini nih gitu. Itu namanya collocations.
Oh iya, berarti kan apa namanya? Gimana ya ngomongnya? Berarti semua bahasa Inggris itu pakai, iya seharusnya collocation gitu kan?
Ya, they have their own way of using the language. Punya cara mereka sendiri
Iya,
how to
iya.
structure, to arrange the sentences.
Oke. Terus
Okay.
give me example collocation and not collocation. I mean natural dan nggak natural. Ada nggak?
Oke. Contohnya nih, seumpama hmm, kamu bilang pakai kata walk, artinya mengantar. Nah,
Ya.
bisa.
Walk mengantar. Oh bisa juga ya mengantar.
Yes. So, contohnya, I walk, I walk my friend to the station. Nah, ini contohnya
Oke.
kamu nganterin temen kamu tapi jalan kaki gitu loh.
Ah, 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 ah. Terus, and then,
Sama yang nggak collocation itu mungkin kamu bisa bilang accompany. Well, it will have different meaning. I accompany my friend walking
oh,
to the station.
convenient friends.
Hmm. Jadi kayak kamu pengen ngomong kalau kamu tuh nemenin jalan kaki ke station. Nah, tapi kan malah jadi bingung kan kalau kamu harus translate ke bahasa Inggrisnya gimana. Sebenarnya ada frasa yang bisa kita pakai. Jadi langsung aja pakai I walk my friend to the station. Atau yang lain juga bisa I drive my friend to her house. Bukan maksudnya kamu mengendarain teman kamu, tapi kamu mengendarai transportasi bareng teman kamu ke rumah dia.
Oh, oh ya 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 ya. Maybe mungkin karena uh, pentranslatan itu ya kita membawa eh, cara bahasa Indonesia kita ke dalam bahasa Inggris.
Correct.
Ya itu maksudnya kelihatan nggak lebih natural yang cara mereka ngomong. Oh iya, my internet is unstable.
Okay. Your voice is a bit laggy.
Iya, yeah, but you get it what I said.
Yeah, you said that it's come from our Indonesian way of speaking that influences the way we speak in it.
Yeah, yes. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay, 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 okay.
Okay. So this is why it's very important to learn collocations because English
Hmm.
has their own way of using the language.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really important. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you now understand?
Yeah, from your example and your apa your explanation, your explains. Yeah, I get a little.
Okay, great. Jadi contohnya ada seperti ini. Ini dalam konteks daily routines ya. Jadi makes the
Hmm.
bed, merapikan apa tempat tidur. Kalau
Ya,
mows the lawn itu kayak gini, pemotong rumput.
motong rumput. Mau sendiri itu apa ya? Enggak.
Mows itu dia dari kata mower, jadi kayak pemotong rumput yang apa? Otomatis yang elektrik gitu.
Yang elektrik.
Ya, yang kayak gini.
Oh, yang di bawah ya.
Hmm, yes.
Ya, ya.
Like a
Oke.
machine. Mows the lawn. Lawn itu
Oke, oke.
rumput lah.
Mhm.
Okay, and then here I do the cooking every evening. Jadi kalau ini kamu bisa bilang I cook every evening, they will be the same. Tapi kalau
Mhm.
aku
Ya.
bilang aku aku ngelakuin masaknya nih setiap malam. Jadi cooking as in the noun, if you want to use the cooking as a noun, then you can use do. I do the cooking every evening.
Tapi penekanannya lebih ke mana nih kalau I cook, lebih ke daily. Kalau I do cooking.
Hmm?
What?
Jadi oke, kalau I cook itu kayak kamu cuma mau bilang ya aku masak gitu. Kalau I do the cooking dari semua aktivitas, kamu seumpama nih kamu punya banyak aktivitas dalam sehari, kamu bilang I do the cooking every evening. Jadi dari semua aktivitas sehari yang memasaknya itu setiap malam gitu.
Hmm.
I do the cooking, I do the homework every night, contohnya gitu.
Gimana tadi? Sorry. Yang I do, I
I
do.
I do itu dipakai kalau kamu punya banyak aktivitas dalam sehari atau seminggu gitu. Nah, kamu
Huh?
bilang yang memasaknya nih, yang aktivitas memasaknya nih setiap apa gitu. So, you can say I do the cooking every evening, every morning out of all the activities. Dari semua
Hmm.
kegiatan.
Berarti konteksnya mau bilang eh, ya banyak kegiatan di sini dan aku tuh masaknya eh, di setiap malam
Hmm. Yeah.
gitu kan. Oke, alright, alright,
Okay.
oke,
Okay. Great. And then here we have walk. I walk the dog. It doesn't mean that you step on the dog. Jadi bukan artinya kamu menginjak atau jalan di atas anjingnya, tapi apa nemenin anjing jalan setiap hari. I walk the dog every day. Sama contohnya kayak
oke.
mengantar tadi. I walked my friend to the station. I walked my friend to the gate. Jadi artinya mengantar, menemani.
Oke, oke, I get it.
Alright. And then the next one will be do the laundry. Jadi kan biasanya kita bilang kita mau nyuci laundry gitu kan. Nah, kalau dalam bahasa
Hmm?
Inggris pakai do, mengerjakan instead of clean the laundry. But we say they do or I do the laundry, not clean the laundry.
Eh, do itu berarti kayak semua aktivitas tentang menyuci kan mulai dari nyucinya, jemur, or what?
Nyuci pakaian itu kotor, pakaian kotor. I'm sorry, your voice is a bit breaking up, Tika. Maybe you can turn off your camera so that it won't be.
Berarti cuman
I'm sorry, can you hear me, Tika? Hi, Tika, are you there?
ya,
Okay.
can
Your voice is a bit breaking up. Can you hear me?
my voice.
Your voice is still breaking up. Can you hear me?
Oke. Voice. Halo, hai.
Okay, yeah.
Still lagging?
Yeah, now I can hear you perfectly.
Wait. Iya, aduh, gua koneksi matiin satu dulu. Yes. For specific like do the laundry ya, laundry. So just apa ya menekankan lagi memasukkan baju nih ke mesin pencuci. Like that. Do. Kalau pakai do.
Okay.
Ya, lagging lagi.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can hear you. I
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay, so do the laundry itu artinya apa? Mencuci pakaian kotor. Jadi kalau kamu
Mhm.
mau bilang mencuci pakaian kotor itu do the laundry. Jadi bukan maksudnya masukin pakaian kotor ke dalam mesin cuci enggak, tapi seluruh kegiatan yang kamu mencuci, ngeringin di mesin cuci itu do the laundry.
Oh ya, berarti jadi semua kegiatan yang ada di mesin cuci gitu kan, mulai dari nyucinya sama ngeringin. Kalau jemur nggak termasuk, nggak
No,
include.
no, it's excluded. Nggak termasuk untuk
Kalau
jemur.
uh, kalau kayak I'm washing my dirty clothes itu cuman menyikat doang gitu ya, atau gimana? Tanpa mengeringkan.
Okay. So wash itu sama dengan mencuci, membersihkan itu bisa dipakai I wash the dirty clothes, you can use that. But it's less common. Jadi nggak terlalu dipakai.
Hmm,
Hmm.
oke.
Jadi lebih naturalnya, lebih natural itu orang-orang native speakers you will use they or I do the laundry. I do laundry like that.
Oke, oke, oke. Oke, maybe yang I was itu karena memang ini ya, apa namanya, terjemahan dari bahasa Indonesia ke Inggris. Sebenarnya bisa, cuman ada yang lebih natural lagi ya. I do like that.
Yes, correct. I do the laundry. That's what usually people will use.
Hmm, oke, I got it.
Okay?
Oke.
Tapi bukan salah, maksudnya tetap bisa dipakai. Jadi kamu bisa pakai I wash my dirty clothes. Bisa pakai dan tetap benar. Cuma ada yang lebih natural gitu loh.
Hmm. Sebenarnya kalau salah nggak salah tuh lebih ke strukturnya gitu nggak sih? Grammar misal kayak I apa ya? Iya nggak sih? I'm washing.
Yes, correct. Ya, jadi kalau lebih ke grammar atau struktur itu baru bisa dikatain salah atau benar gitu. Tapi kalau penggunaan kata pun bisa, tapi selama it can convey the meaning well, then it's correct. Selama itu meaningnya jelas, itu tetap benar.
Oke, berarti tahapannya itu apa ya? Yang pertama kayak structure ya. Structure. Habis itu kalau misalnya structure sama meaningnya bener baru bisa lebih coba yang lebih ke natural lagi.
Correct.
Gunain collocation.
Yes, correct. You can use that.
Oke. Oke, oke. I got it.
Great. Any question?
No yet. Not yet.
If not yet, we have like 5 minutes left. We will try. Oh, okay. You haven't given me any sentences. Could you please give me one sentence using walk? That means
Mhm.
accompany.
Oke, company.
Uh, give me one sentence using walk, but it
Ya.
means to accompany.
Oke. Ya. Wait, 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 wait. I walk. I walk with my friends. Itu salah ya. I walk with my friends to go to the office.
Okay. Kalau walk di sini kan artinya mengantar, menemani, right? To
Uh,
accompany. Nah, kalau kamu bilang
oh,
walk with my friend, artinya aku berjalan dengan teman.
berarti langsung I walk my friends. Jadi tanpa with ya. I walk
Mhm.
my friends
Mhm.
to her office.
Okay, yes, you can say that. To her office. Yeah. Artinya apa tadi, Dika? I walk my friend to her office.
Aku mengantar. Sebenarnya mengantar atau menemani sih yang lebih ini. Aku mengantar teman ke office.
Sama aja sih, karena kan kamu kayak ya kamu mau nganterin dia ke apa ke office tapi jalan kaki gitu.
Kalau kalau dalam ini ku mengantar, maksudnya mengantarkan kayak ya udah kalau udah sampai office aku balik nih. Tapi kalau menemani itu kayak pas di office-nya juga bakalan ditemani gitu.
Ah, oke. So it's mengantar. Jadi cuma ngantar.
Mengantar. Hmm. Kalau I walk my friend to the market itu berarti cuma ngantar di depan marketnya doang. Kita nggak nemenin belanja ya.
Enggak, cuma nganterin doang.
Ah, oke,
Okay?
oke, I got it.
Right. And please give me another sentence using do the laundry.
The laundry.
Hmm?
Hmm, I do my laundry every morning and evening when I want to bed. When I to uh shower, take a shower.
Okay, one more time.
I do the laundry
Okay.
uh after
After
I take a shower.
I take a shower.
Yes, like
Like,
that.
yeah. Here, actually, you can say after I shower. Nggak perlu take a shower. Take itu
Kenapa?
pakainya take a bath.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh ya ya oke.
And
Oke oke oke.
yeah,
Tapi kalau laundry itu sebenarnya lebih ke ini kan, kamu punya mesin cuci, terus kamu iniin. Tapi kalau cuman pakai tangan gitu, eh, nggak bisa ya pakai do the laundry.
bisa, bisa. Jadi nggak
Oh bisa.
nggak harus pakai mesin cuci. Selama kamu maksudnya mencuci pakaian kotor, mencuci kan laundry kan pakaian kotor.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Jadi bisa pakai mesin cuci atau bisa pakai tangan.
Hmm.
Cuma kalau di Amerika atau di UK kan nggak ada yang pakai tangan gitu loh. Ada, tapi dulu banget. Jadi sekarang orang-orang refer laundry itu pakai mesin mesin cuci.
Cuci. Oh ya oke. Oke.
Oke,
Oke, I got it.
okay, great. We will learn this step by step so that you are more familiar
Hmm.
by
Ya, I think it's really important ya. Apalagi buat ya speaking lebih natural lagi.
time. Right.
Oke.
Is there any question you want to ask me?
Not yet.
Yet?
Jadi,
Okay.
saya. My homework just tadi ya comparison ya. Ya comparison ya.
Not comparison.
Eh, oh ya kalau what? Kok aku udah lupa. Oh
Idioms.
ya, idioms.
Yeah, so you need to
Oke
know
ya ya.
the idioms, okay?
Mhm.
And
Oke.
next meeting, we will learn about collocation still. We will try to learn more about the phrases, the collocation that we
Mhm.
use.
Oke.
Okay, great. No questions?
No, 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 not yet.
Okay. So I think that's all for today, Stika.
Ya.
See you again on Saturday. And if you do have any question, you can let me know anytime.
Wait, wait, wait. Eh, untuk minggu depan itu kan kayak Lebaran ya dan maybe
Oh,
uh, I will continue. So how
oh, okay. Minggu
how
depan?
about you? You celebrate? Enggak sih. Kan kalau misalnya aku rencana mau extend nih, kan berarti hari oh tapi tanggal ini ya. Lebarannya tanggal berapa sih? Oh,
Uh,
30.
yeah,
30 satu sih. Ya,
yeah,
aman lah ya tanggal 29 ya.
yeah, yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Oke. Oke,
Yeah.
oke, oke. Alright.
Okay, then. Thank you, Tika, for today's meeting. I'll see you again on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you Kak Eka. So have a great weekend.
Yes, you too.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. I leave.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.